growth therapy. Yeah, that's fine. As long as the red dot's there, it's working. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hey. I guess we'll just jump into it before our fucking camera turns off.
Before we lose the data.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, hi guys. It is me, Stefanie Maegan, your motherfucking host of Therapy.
Of what?
Of Therapy. And guess what? Twin. What have you been?
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody don't love me like you can. Even if I every time I try. One look in my eyes and know I'm lying.
Keekz. Period.
Hey, it's your favorite Filipino. What's up?
And I'm the other favorite Filipino.
Yeah.
Stefanie Maegan.
Yeah.
We need more Filipino representations because everyone thinks I'm a fucking Latina. I'll take it because I love Latinas.
Right.
You know,
but also, like, it matters. Representation matters.
Yeah, like, I want the Filipino people, especially Filipino Americans, to know that I'm here.
Right.
But I wonder if it's like, would they take me seriously? Because
I think so.
You think?
I mean, they took Shay
like
Mitchell
me?
seriously, and now she's denying her heritage, so.
Okay, why the fuck?
Anyway.
She's definitely one of those fucking bitches who, first off, she's beautiful and I love her, but like.
I
wouldn't say I love her, but the way that she is denying. And
it's a thing. It's kind of icky, but what's crazy though
very
is
Vanessa
that
Hudgens vibe.
Yeah, and like it's now a topic. I mean, like among our community, like people talking about it. My thing is, this shit is not new. I've known full blown 100% Filipino folks who will deliberately try to pass off as something else because for whatever their reasoning is, but usually it's because they're just trying to assimilate, they're trying to get further in whatever they're pursuing. And
as a Filipino who grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood, I've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen it with my own peers.
Well, I think she's
I'm honestly, like, I will admit that when I was younger, like, I was very much the same way. Not that I would ever, like, actually deny that I was Filipino, but I would, I mean, just even the way that I talk, I feel like I've really trained to assimilate and talk like my peers, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Spanish, my fucking ass. Bitch, we're all Spanish.
I mean, it's crazy, like, being approached and then being either spoken to a different language. Unless it's someone from the actual culture, like, I get it. You're just trying to communicate.
Right.
But, like, if it's, I mean, usually a white person or, like, someone who's just not ethnic, and then they will assume my ethnicity, and I'm just like, okay, like, eye roll. But
what assumptions do you get?
Well,
like
if it's other Asians, they know
know
for sure. They're like, without a doubt. It's like, non-Asian folks, and they'll be like, "Are you?" I feel like I've gotten everything. Viet,
Vietnamese,
Latino, Cambo.
Oh,
like I had someone who I told, I was like, they were like, "Oh, you're Cambodian." I was like, "Actually, I'm Filipino." They're like, "No, you're Cambodian." I was like, "You're just gonna tell me that I'm Cambodian."
You're just gonna let me know what I am.
I would like some Cambo in me. So if you're out there,
some Cambodians be fine as fuck.
No, they're fine.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
Yeah. Anyway, a little off topic, but
but shout out to all the Filipinos out there. Don't be ashamed for being Filipino. It's not an embarrassing culture.
Yeah.
You can't change it. You literally cannot change the fact that you are Filipino, so might as well embrace that shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. And like,
Shay Mitchell.
there's like, I'm sure there's
Hudgens.
different reasons. I'm sure there's different reasons and roots to why they do it, but it's like, then now I just want to boost and credit the ones that are like sitting in it.
Yeah.
That are like, no, I am full blown Pinay and doing my thing. You know?
Yeah. Mabuhay, bitches.
Mabuhay. Hey.
Yeah. But anyways, what the fuck have you been up to? It's been
too long. You left me in the bay. Bless you.
I did, and it was the best decision ever. Not to leave you.
No, I mean, you definitely needed to come back to.
Oh yeah.
The land of your people.
The land of my people. But no, for real. Like I I was so excited for you to be in the Bay and be close together, and then honestly we got split up. But I'm like,
well, even when we were in the Bay, we were a good distance apart. It's not like I
right,
could like roll up to your house, and be like, hey, let's.
because I was like,
but we hung. I will say, for the distance, we made time.
We did
because we're real fucking friends.
For real, though, we went to like concerts.
We went to Lonnie.
Yeah, we went.
Which
to
I still think about that concert. Like it was so good.
Did we go to another concert together?
We've been to a few, but in the Bay, we just went to Lonnie. Joyce.
Went to Joyce when I was out LA.
That was so good.
You were like, you were the best person to go to concerts with because you were, I think, probably one of the only people out of my friends that
similar
has the
music
same
taste.
Yeah, the same. I mean, to the T, almost the exact same.
Yeah.
For instance, when I went to the Flow concert, I bought 2 tickets just to like find someone to go with me. Maybe I would assume maybe Brian will go with me if I can't find anybody. And I thought like, okay, Nathan mentioned that he liked to like them, so
yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going with Nathan. And then the day of, he was like, "Don't kill me. I don't think I really care enough to like go."
He Nathaned.
He Nathaned. And so I was like, and I was like wishing you were there.
I wish I was there.
Yeah.
I still, majority of my friend group has already seen them live somewhere. I'm the last one. And I put those motherfuckers on them.
Right.
It's okay though.
It'll
My
happen,
time will
happen.
come.
It'll happen.
My meet and greet will happen.
And I just like started like calling people or started just to look at my phone. I'm like, who would listen to Flow? And no one else. So I had to drag Brian along. But thankfully he's like, I know every song because
you play it, which is
Yeah.
amazing.
So
Influencer. You're a flowincer.
Literally. Flowincer.
We're flow lifers. That's for sure.
Literally.
That's for sure.
So y'all should check out Flow, FLO. If you
They also, best fucking news, the fact that we brought up both these artists, they are the opening act for Kehlani's tour.
Are they? I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Wait, Flow and
Flow.
Oh, okay.
And for opening for Kehlani.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought there was someone else.
Us.
Right.
I mean, I would open up for Kehlani.
I would love to open up for Kehlani in so many different ways.
I am opened for Kehlani.
She would. It's great
want her
to say
to
that I have
obliterate
more of a
me.
chance.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
would have to put in effort.
You
But
have
I would
to, like,
I would wig it up.
transition. Yeah.
Because the thing is, actually, my ideal thing, like, I'm not trying to fuck Kehlani. I want Kehlani to fuck me.
Yeah. Which I feel like
I brought this up in a previous episode. I remember.
You did.
I said I want Kehlani to strap it on, and the sentiment is the same.
it has not changed.
It has not changed.
I feel like she would.
For
Like-
you, not for me, though.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm her type. I think Kehlani likes girls that look like her.
But there was that one ex, but she's dated such an array. Like, if you, even
like
the girl that she
YG.
brought to the show that we were at was different from any of her other exes. So
True, but it
you
was
got
like
a chance. Don't, I hope you tag her in this.
You're like, don't
make this a
put
tile post. Be like, we're putting it out in
Kehlani.
the universe. Kehlani, we're gonna collab on OnlyFans.
Yeah, or just come on the pod. Let's just. Honestly, I even think I could just be even good friends with her.
You know, I take that back. That was a recent post she did, and she said, "Please don't like sexual." No, she didn't say please don't sexual. This was implied as she's like, she doesn't necessarily want to be sexualized, but she wants to be hyped up as just a homie.
I really feel like she'd be such a good.
We would be
homegirl.
best friends. We would be best friends.
1000%.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're just a bunch of fangirlies.
Clearly love
Right, but have you been dating? Who you been fucking?
myself.
Aw.
Yeah. And I think I'll just reiterate what I said in a previous post, but like I've just been really focused on growing my career. Finally landing like a full-time corporate gig has been life-changing, like
Yeah, you're a
for lack of a
corporate
better
girly
word.
now.
Yeah. And it's really nice. And sitting in my independence it just feels so good. Like I like that I can just rely on myself, even though I mean, like, sure, I've been independent for this whole time, but no longer like feeling the need to like fawn over wanting a relationship, you know? And that doesn't like, I'm still romantic. I still
Right.
foresee like growing a family in the future, but it's also because my track record is dating, deadbeats. And I'm like, no.
Why do you feel like you would date deadbeats?
Oh, before?
Yeah.
Because it is what I wanted, or what I thought I wanted.
Well, why did you want those?
Because they were hot. And I was horny. And I really didn't, I literally didn't want, I wasn't even looking at values, the shit that I tell everybody else to look for.
Right.
I was coaching my friends on how to have healthy relationships and not taking the advice. And I was like, I was never vetting anybody. I was just like, okay, you're hot. Like, let's just fuck. And then also like fuck up my life.
Aw.
But it's fine.
But why did you seem like you attracted those before?
I mean, it didn't take much. Like, they were all broke. So I was like, okay, yeah, like, I'll buy everything.
I'm trying to dig deep into like therapy here.
I was dumb. Yeah. I was a dumbass bitch.
I guess my question is like, why were you a dumbass bitch?
Oh. Yeah, I just like
where is this stem from?
It was my starter pack. Like,
okay.
My mom was never a great example. She also dated deadbeats.
Okay.
She married them. Like, it was not good.
Yeah.
And the only thing like I got out of that was better than my mom is none of them were abusive, because I pulled the plug. If there was any,
right,
even if you yelled at me, it was like I just have zero tolerance for
right.
violence, because it's a trigger, but it's also like, no, I'm not doing that ever again.
Right.
So,
why do I feel like kind of drunk?
I'm drunk too, because we had technical difficulties, and the whole time I was just sipping.
I know this shit like just creeped up.
It creeped up. We don't need no Molly.
We don't even need to do Molly. I think maybe it's a thing.
We're good. Because
like, but I would have felt really like extra low good. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It just wasn't meant to be.
You want it to be like.
I want it to be like biting my tongue. Like, I'm not figuratively, but literally.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, everyone loves a fuck boy because they fuck good.
Yeah, and that's literally all. Well, it started out like my mistake was turning a fuck boy into a relationship, which you should never do. You should never do. And even when they had told me straight up, they were like, "Actually, I'm not looking for a relationship." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, like I hear you, but like I could change your mind.
But really, yeah. So, and it's funny because on my way here, you live so close to my first ex, so like just exiting. Like, oh my God.
Like triggering?
I had, not triggering, but just like flashback. It was nostalgic, but not in a good way. I was like, oh my God, like I know from this exit exactly how to get to his house.
Does he still live there?
He
Should we pull
does. Pull up and fight.
Pull up and just spy on him. Pull up and look.
No,
we don't have to do anything.
I have no interest in that. Crazy how exes became the topic though, because when I this weekend I'm staying with one of my other really close friends, and the way that we became close friends is because his old best friend is who I was dating. Julian is one of my closest friends, and we became friends because I was dating his ex best friend. Ooh. And I'm glad that we stayed friends even after I dumped my ex, who was his old best friend. But what's crazy is that we were catching up last night because I got in last night. And he's like, have you heard anything about him? I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
I was like, no, what? And he had a stroke.
Your ex?
Yeah. He's only like early 30s. And they said that actually the only reason why he survived was because he was young.
Yeah.
But it was actually an aneurysm. I thought aneurysms were like fatal when it ruptured, but I guess they caught it. So scary.
How do you just get those?
I think like, well, it's random. That's the thing. It's one of those things that just happen. My friend that said that it can be linked to high blood pressure. But anyway, so he had an aneurysm. It ruptured. They caught it because when it ruptured, it caused a stroke. And then so they were able to get the swelling down. But I think at this time, this happened like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he was like between jobs, but he didn't have insurance. So now he's like, he needs this like operation that's like $200,000. And he has no insurance. So he's like, there's like a GoFundMe, all this stuff. It's crazy.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
I know. And I like, even when we broke up, he was one of those violent exes. Like he actually physically fought me. And I was like, wow, you know, and back then when I was sour about it, I probably would have like, you know, but I wouldn't even have wished this on him, you know?
Yeah, no.
So yeah, it was crazy to think about that. But yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know how to come out of that. So,
wait, when was the last time you had sex with somebody?
the last time I had sex was last time I was here. Last time I was
that
here.
was a long time ago.
Like 7 months. Oh, for me.
No, for you. But even, I mean, I think even for in general, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So you've really been working, because people come on here all the time like, I'm working on myself, like I'm really trying to, but then like like you've really been like just
working, yeah.
Right. Good for you.
Thank you. I last time I was here, it was right before Christmas. I had just got my new tat, and it was after we recorded. I went back to my friend's house, but he was out. And I was like, well, I'm just in the neighborhood. Like, let's just see what. So I like opened up Grindr. I was like, doop, doop. And this daddy hit me up. And I mean, I just categorized him like as daddy, like physically.
Right.
And then when I pulled up, I was like, oh, I think you have a family and they're just gone. Yeah.
Like he was an actual father.
Yeah. I was like, you are someone's dad. Yeah. But it was great.
Do you think he had like a wife?
I don't know if he's still married, but he definitely had kids. It's just he was giving me like father vibes.
Like he was a dad.
Which was like hot, but like, yeah. It was
Was
great.
it good?
It was really good. He like ate me out for an hour. He was so deep in it. It's like he was trying to wear me as a mask. Like I had a great time. And he was very, I think like a father's touch. No, I shouldn't say that. Someone else's father's touch. Someone else's father's touch. I mean, like he knew what to do. But he was also very gentle. He's like, is this okay? Is that okay? And I was like, yes.
This like baffles me because I know it's like such a common thing in the gay community, you know, like you go on an app.
Like fucking dads?
Well, that.
Oh.
Well, no, everyone could fuck a dad, but like, but just like how you just go in an app and you just like have this like,
yes,
transactional like moment.
Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, walk me through this, because as a woman, like, there's so much that takes me to be aroused, you know, and like,
well, and to tie it back to the relevance of like me being inactive for the past half year.
Yeah.
Part of that is like I still get hit up. Like my apps are.
Is that when you got chlamydia?
No. That cleared up. Thank you. That was a year ago. Shout out to DoxyPep. Everybody get on DoxyPep. It clears up like the minor STIs within 72 hours of contraction. Get on
Not
DoxyPep.
even sponsored. Just
yeah. No, just in general, like
right,
get on it. Your physician will sign you up. Like,
right.
I've been pushing PrEP all these years. Let's add DoxyPep to that list, because that's
it.
For everyone. That is not just for the gays.
Not just
that's
for the
for
gays.
everybody.
It's for everyone.
But
should I get on it too, even though I'm just fucking one person?
I think you're okay.
Okay.
Because it is a little bit. It's kind of a lot.
Because you remember? Wait, did I call you when I thought I had chlamydia?
Yeah. And it. You owe Brian so much for that. That is some fucked up shit, girl.
Okay, just to like preface, if some of y'all didn't hear.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Love you.
So, you know.
Have you talked about this?
I did, but I feel like I didn't talk about it enough, you know? And when
This was a user error, by the way. This was not.
This was, and also like I told it to like Dr. Tara, who is not like a friend. She's just like a you know, like a sex professor, you know.
Okay.
But it's different when it's like you lived through those moments with me, you know. Because okay, guys, just,
I mean, bitch, you had me stressed.
I had everyone stressed.
I was like, how did you conceive a fucking STI?
Oh yeah, so you guys, like, if y'all didn't hear the story, once upon a time, I decided to get my blood work done. And with that, you get...
you should.
Which you should. Yeah, go get your blood work done.
Yeah.
That's a reminder.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to get everything checked, including if I had STDs. Just everything. All at once. Let's do it. It's quick.
Full panel.
And so, I get my results. And I don't know what I read, but whatever
Misread.
I misread, or thought I read, I was convinced I read it as like pause. Like I got like.
Which, pause. In retrospect, your physician should have walked you through it.
Yeah, no, they
if he
just
just
sent
raw
me out
dog
of
it
the
and
blue.
just send it to you, that's a little irresponsible. But
Because
at the same time, they would have called you and walked you through it if there was something. They would have said, we need to let you know, because it is also their job to say, like, we need to get you on this treatment.
Right.
So, but continue.
Yeah, and so I think I was like skimming through it because it also like mentioned like you get the proper medicine for whatever, something like that, you know? So I was just like, oh shit, I have and then I read it and it's like you got tested. I think what it is, it's like you got tested for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and I read
And you
it
read it as I have
I have this versus like
maybe my story you felt left out.
yeah.
Because who else on this motherfucking show had 2 at a time in 2 different orifices?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I was like reigning champ, but okay.
But actually, yeah, so I read it as like I tested for, like I read it as like I got it.
Yeah.
I
But it just said you just got the test.
you got the test.
Yeah.
And then what I should have done
Did it
is
say negative somewhere?
it said negative, but I
Okay.
didn't. I overlooked it.
You got a little spooked.
I got a little
From the
spooked with like
first
you were
line.
tested for chlamydia, and I
Yeah.
was like, I have chlamydia. And so
But what you did have was just the results. You.
And so I'm in full panic mode.
I hope that if you do ever take a pregnancy test, that it's so blatantly obvious. Like, it needs to be the one that says in
Positive,
bold,
negative.
not pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not pregnant,
Yeah.
pregnant.
Not the one with the symbols.
No, because so I start panicking and I go to Brian and I was like, listen, I don't know how, but I just got my test results back and I tested for gonorrhea and I have gonorrhea and chlamydia. So you're going to have to get tested like ASAP because I'm going to get medicine and all that stuff. And like, Brian is not the calmest. Maybe he seems calm to others, but like, he's really not that calm. Like, he starts like eternally.
To be fair, this is something that people deserve to not be calm about.
Right.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
I mean, he has every right to freak out because one, how? How?
Well, and that's the thing. You would think like, oh, you've been stepping out.
Right, but he knows he's with me all the time. And plus, it's like, even if I was, like, we had this arrangement, like, we could talk about it if we wanted to, you know? I mean, he had to consider that, right? Because how?
Yeah.
But I was like, and I'm even thinking about it because I'm like, I know I'm not cheating, and I know he's not cheating because he's allowed to cheat on me. You know what I mean? Like this, and we're with each
Or
other
it's not cheating. It's just
actively.
activity.
Right,
Yeah.
right. He's allowed to. So like, I would have known. This is not like.
So did you ever flip it and be like, did you give it to me?
Well, not like I didn't flip it because I
Yeah.
like knew. I just knew. I was confident, but I was just like, it's my toys because I
Oh.
love vibrators, and like maybe
oh my
I
God,
don't like.
You took the one that I used. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Like I took HK's vibrator, but like I was just like maybe I didn't clean my vibrators like enough. Like maybe it's just like I was convinced it's my vibrators, but I'm obviously again I'm not sure, so I'm calling like
I'm just thinking, like, can that
You-
happen? Can that, like, would it stay on the?
no, it can't
Yeah,
happen.
okay,
It's
okay,
not.
okay,
And
okay,
I asked
okay.
Dr. Tara,
Okay,
and
yeah,
she
I was
said
like,
that's
I don't
not.
think it. Yeah.
I don't even. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Only if like if someone who had it used it and,
put
then
it
gave
right
it to
away.
me. Right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if it's just my toy
It would've
and I've
died
been
off
using
or-
it,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so I called. You were one of the people I called, and I'm like freaking out. I called Nathan
Bitch,
too.
I was freaking out
Yeah.
because I was like, there's so many questions I have.
Right.
Like, who you been fucking? Wait. What is? And then like when you told me that you told Brian, I was like, oh my God, like the bitch, it triggered my trauma.
No,
It's
you guys-
like, I was going through it.
And I called Nathan. And I got him stressed out. I'm the type of person if
You
I'm
called the team.
I call the team.
You
If I'm
called
going
the
through a crisis, I don't just like sit there by myself and think about it. I call everyone.
Which, by the way, I'm so glad because like I would want to be part of that.
Oh, for sure.
But...
And because I trust you and I know you know your stuff. So I think, so I called, it was definitely you, Nathan, and my friend Nina that I called. And I was like in 2 hours in a panic. And I decided to just go over my results again.
Great. I'm so glad you fucking did.
And then underneath what it said, you were you are tested for, it said negative.
Pull it up. Where's the results?
Where's
the paperwork?
Honestly,
Let's show it.
I might put it on my put it on my stories.
That's so funny. Like I think you should.
And if I don't remember verbatim what it said, but just something about it, and I have to look back to see what part tricked me. I think it's because it said I tested, and I assumed I tested positive.
Yeah.
Versus no. You just took the test.
You just took the test.
You don't even know the grade yet. Okay, like.
So that's 2 hours we will never get back. But
you know what?
It was like a fire drill. Like you called the right ones in a crisis.
Right. But I was also thinking like if I have chlamydia, maybe I've had it this whole time and just never knew. Like chlamydia, like
I thought that too.
Like,
I
maybe
was
I
like
just had it chlamydia for like years.
Certain STIs stay dormant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought
Which I have a story about that, but finish this.
But also, like, I didn't fuck anyone before Brian for like 2 years.
You were celibate.
So the last person I fucked before him, like penetration sex at least, because I've done I guess I've done oral, so it could have been whatever. But penetration sex was like Ben, and I remember we never used like condoms. So I remember, but I did get tested after him, and I was fine. So I was like, maybe that test was wrong. So like my mind was spiraling. But anyways. I didn't have chlamydia or gonorrhea, so it was fine. But not a single ounce.
Not the slightest bit.
Not the slightest bit. So almost like that call of shame when you have to tell everyone you got chlamydia.
Yeah,
it's that call of shame.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little pissed.
Yeah,
I was happy, but also just like, oh my god, the emotional journey,
roller coaster.
And then I got over it really fast because then I just started feeling bad for Brian.
But it was like that call of shame having to let you guys know that I didn't have chlamydia. And the disappointment.
Which, you know what? How fortunate is that?
How fortunate. I'm blessed.
How fortunate is be like,
but it was almost like I wish I had it because now I was embarrassed.
No, girl. No. This is still best case scenario.
But I was just so embarrassed.
So you know what? My takeaway from this is do get tested, but do it.
Read.
Yes, but do it more often so you are just so regular about it. You're like, right. Oh, yes, I know exactly
Negative,
what
positive,
that means. Yeah.
Good. We know.
Yep.
We don't have to.
Yep. Every 3 months, girls. Every 3 months. You should just do it for fun.
I was just doing it because it was with my thing. But yeah, so I don't have chlamydia. I've actually never had chlamydia. I never had gonorrhea.
Yeah.
I've actually never had an STD.
That's great.
Yeah, except for
that
HPV.
Was me.
But that's like the most basic. Every woman has an HPV. Yeah.
That was me pre-2022.
And then what happened?
Can't say that now. You know, life.
Yeah.
Hoeing. Fun.
I know. I feel like kind of like boring that I never experienced it. Okay.
No.
No,
you should be proud of your status.
I'm just kidding, guys.
The thing is, even though like there's those lesser curable ones, like
yeah,
they can have long-term effects. Okay, so segue to the story that I had.
Okay, let's talk about the long-term effects.
My close friend just recently had a panel done, and he's like, he's had been inactive for a couple of years, and he just wanted new blood work done. And there's a specific trait they look for to test for syphilis, because once you have had syphilis, it's one of those that like it stays in your body, but it's inactive.
Right.
But I take that back. It can stay dormant, but they're supposed to give you the proper medication to treat it and then clear it out your system. So when he did catch syphilis 8 years ago.
Oh.
And when his PCP, who was a shit PCP from Kaiser, fuck Kaiser. Sorry, you might need to blip. I don't know. I don't fuck with Kaiser anymore. But
It's okay.
his Kaiser PCP was lazy as fuck. And they said, oh, you know what? We're just going to treat you for other things. This looks really mild. We're not going to give you the medication for syphilis. And like, he doesn't know anything about that. He's just like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, trusting his doctor.
Yeah. So now when he's like, oh, I'm in my 30s. I want to do a new panel. Let's do all my blood work. Which everyone should do. I love that you did that.
Yeah.
I did that
Yeah.
a year ago when I got a new physician. Everybody, let's all do our blood work. And his PCP was like, you have elevated levels of syphilis. and the PCP was like, but you told me that you're inactive. He's like, I haven't had sex for years, like for 2 years. And his PCP was like, well, when did you contract syphilis? And he's like, 8 years ago. And he was like, what did they give you? He's like, nothing.
Ooh.
And so the PCP was like, wow. We're getting you your prescription today. And so he had to take 2 shots of like, it was actually really intense. It's I forgot the name of the medication, but it's like one of those like intermuscular. So it was like a long ass needle, went all the way into his tissue, and then it was like a very viscous, like thick liquid. So like when it's more like watery, you don't really feel it. But when it's thick, it's like painful.
Yeah.
And so he was like, he had to do 2 rounds of it. Each time it took him like a whole week to like heal from it. And but the good thing is, so now he's all cleared out. If it stayed dormant, his PCP was pissed because the PCP was like, it was so irresponsible of them for not to clear out your system, because even though it's dormant, it would only take one thing for him to get sick or to trigger it, and it could then grow into like long-term effects. There's like a form of syphilis that like, if it's been in your body for a long time and you're older, it can cause blindness.
Ooh.
Like there's so many things about different
Right.
STIs that like if you leave it in your body, because I have friends that are like, oh, it just cleared up on its own. No, girl. You need to take medication to clear it out. If you have not been medicated and you're not getting flare-ups, you still have it. And you need to clear that shit out.
Okay, yeah. So everyone, this is your reminder to book your appointment.
Book your appointment
Get
and
checked.
and advocate for yourself, because if you have those lazy physicians who are like, oh, no, you're fine, be like, no, I want to see the full, walk me through my panel, walk me through my results. Bless you. If you feel funny, if you are any doubts, bring up your doubts and keep pushing them until you have full clarity. And that goes for anything outside of STIs. Like women in healthcare, like you have, unfortunately, the highest rate of like death because people are just leaving you by the wayside. Like, oh yeah, you're healthy. It's whatever.
Right.
It's routine. You know, like if you feel sick, like keep pushing for yourself until you are fully 100%.
This healthcare
like,
sucks.
clear.
I mean, I don't even
Yeah.
want to get into it because I've been through a lot. But
Yeah, get checked. I'm glad this turned into a very, very informative
Right?
episode,
Informative
because at least it's
episode.
like it's critical information.
it is. We laughed about STDs, and now we educated people about
Yeah.
STDs, and I think that's a good reminder.
The more you know.
The more you know, and balance. Should we read an email? Because I haven't read an email on here in forever.
Actually, oh, you don't do emails anymore?
Because no one sends me emails anymore, you guys. No one's been sending me
Oh
emails.
my God, how rude.
Right? But also like
Call to action.
call to action.
Yeah.
But also like, pero like, I also have so many unread emails from like last year and the year before. So I'm kind of like,
okay. So
let me just read some old emails.
yeah. Hopefully nobody has an STI now.
Right. Okay. Hi. This one says, is it too good to be true? Hi. I just want to start off by saying I love all the guest stars. Oh, I love it, guest stars.
Who's your favorite? I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
They did say,
Oh.
HK Braids.
No. Who was that?
Well, this is also an email from 2023 January.
Oh, did they really say me?
No, they said the twins
That's fine.
and Danny. I love them. It's
Okay.
okay. It's okay. And also, this is from This is from January 2023. I feel really icky reading this now, but just because I'm desperate for an email, I'm not gonna lie. I listen to the podcast every day at my big corporate job, but the podcast definitely makes this job so much better. But besides that, I need some advice or more so a second opinion. I'm 21 years old, 22, Gemini.
If they're still around.
Right?
Just kidding.
if they still listen, if they're still here.
Never mind. Mine was darker, but
I know. She's like, I know, Steph, you aren't a big fan of Geminis, but I agree with you, girl. I don't care. I
like Geminis.
I just be talking shit, but I love everyone. But I agree with you, girl. I am currently seeing a guy named Juan, 25-year-old and a Cancer. I'm so congested. Sorry, guys. We have been doing so well, but he hasn't been out in the dating game at all. His only relationship was in high school, and afterwards, it's been friends with benefits. Me, on the other hand, I only do relationships, and I've been in a few. Me, on the other hand, I only do relationships, and I've been in a few. We have been seeing each other since May of 2023 or 2022. So close to 6 months now, and we have been getting serious. It's gotten to a point where we are ready to present each other to the family. Last week, we were having amazing sex, and he mentioned to me afterwards, we should take a break from it. I was so shook at why it makes me feel a little insecure if he didn't find me attractive or what. He mentioned to me how he feels right after how he wants to... he mentioned to me how he feels right after how he wants to leave. And in a quote, or like in parentheses, basically what he would do to his friends with benefits. I don't get that sentence. Do you?
Wait, say that again.
He mentioned to me how he feels right after how he wants to leave. And in parentheses, basically what he does with his friends with benefits. Oh, he just wants to leave.
He's categorizing her as... Got it. So
okay.
She feels that he's categorizing her as just a
benefits,
fling.
Like a fling.
And she has deeper feelings.
Right.
So it's not mutual.
So I thought to myself, that is probably what he's used to when he's having sex. He would just fuck them and leave, lol. Never go out with them or cuddle afterwards. So that could be the reason why he feels that way. He's such a gentleman and sweetheart to me. He takes his time on aftercare when we are finished having sex and makes sure I am comfortable and enjoying myself. This definitely has made me think about presenting him to my family since the last guy I did, and in parentheses, which was the first, dumped me the day after he came to meet my family. The nerve, ... But I hope you guys see my point of view and what I'm worried about. I'm scared he might change his mind and let his feelings get in the way from what we have, instead of overcoming what he has been used to after sex. We haven't spoken about it since, but it's still in the back of my mind. Please give me your input.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did she give a time frame of as far as how long they were dating?
Yes, she did. We have been dating. So we've been seeing each other since May, so close to 6 months.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? I have plenty.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I'm not your favorite, but if I was, you wouldn't be in this problem. No, I'm just kidding. Such a cunt.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
She's back.
She's back. Yeah. But I think that it's just like a very 21-year-old type of thing. You got your hopes up and you didn't check in to align to make sure that the boy you're fucking is on the same page. And this has happened to me so many times in not the 20s. We're in the 20s right now.
Right.
When I was in my 20s. And it's not a bad thing. Like, you know what you want. You want a relationship. But you should have brought that up from day one before he put it in. And you've given him so much already. Well, maybe not so much, but it sounds like you were ready. You knew you wanted to introduce him to the family. And when she said that part, like, she was ready to introduce him. Was he ready to introduce her? Because it's most likely not. Because why would he just be like, oh, like, this is just for fun, unless he was ready to bring you up. So I feel like she dug the hole really deep, and it's an easy fix. You need to just
have a conversation,
communicate,
right,
and be clear about what you want. Because this is also another aspect of it is when you're young and naive, you only focus on your hopes, and you might know that the truth is there, but you avoid it by being like, oh, I'll just keep him around, and the more time we spend together, the truth will be like more like, oh no, he's on the same page. Nah, bitch.
No, bitch. You know what that is?
Are we on the same page? Yeah.
Delulu as fuck.
Every night he fucking you also needs to might be like, okay, so how are we feeling?
For real.
Yeah. But I feel like that in itself is like a skill. Relationships are a skill, and you learn how to navigate that, as well as being your own advocate and being like, are you providing what I want?
Right.
That's not taught to our girls.
No, we're taught to just kind of go with the flow and
Yeah.
like see what the guy wants from us and just
Yes.
kind of assimilate accordingly.
Yes.
At least that's what I felt when I was
Right.
younger.
But my girls, the buckla baddies,
The baklavatis.
they know better.
Right.
So come join us.
Wait, so I'm kind of confused because I think there was a part where she says that he didn't want to have sex anymore. Did I read
Yeah, probably
that?
because she was getting all clingy.
Girl, maybe. Shit.
But that's the thing, like be that, but also say like,
But
I
own it.
want this.
Own it, yeah.
I want you to be my man eventually, or something. You know,
Like I'm more of a. She even said it. Like I'm a relationship person. Like I'm not trying to be one of your little friends with benefits. Because obviously she knows that that's the type of relationship that he's in. So she's feeling like insecure about it. But I'm
100% confident that she didn't bring that up, because if you did, he would have. He should either he lied and said he was when he wasn't, or he told you and you were still stubborn and were like, I'm gonna just keep you around even though you told me that's not what you want.
Right.
You know? So like at that point you need to be so fucking for real with yourself and like, okay, if I'm communicating this and he told me he doesn't want it, I'm the one to blame if
Right.
I'm not, if I'm still in this predicament. But if you didn't bring it up, which what it sounds like, you know.
But then I'm reading back and she said last week we were having amazing sex and he mentioned to me afterwards that we should take a break from it. I was so shook at why and it makes me feel a little insecure if he didn't find me attractive or what. He mentioned to me how he feels right after how he wants to leave, basically what he would do with his friends and benefits. So that to me, I don't understand the reasoning. It's like, does he want to stop or slow down on sex because of like, it literally could be anything, religious reasons. It's just to slow down the relationship. It's, like, I don't know. It literally could be anything. Maybe he's going through something and just needs to just like clear his mind.
Well, so that's the other thing too. Like I already know this person is a poor communicator, because when that happened, the reaction was the shock. But then after the shock, I would have been like,
yourself.
Yeah. My call to action would be like, oh, can you please elaborate? Can you please tell me like what happened? Why are we misaligned or whatever? And sure, guys lie. Maybe they weasel their way out, or he doesn't want to hurt your feelings and be like, I'm just not feeling whatever it is. At least you're getting into the practice of communication.
But I feel like even if he says like, I don't want to have sex anymore, like he should come with a reason and not just like,
if he's a respectful person.
Right.
But maybe he's a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. But it's
Juan?
also kind of like,
where you at, Juan?
Juan. But yeah, no, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he was not the one.
Okay, can't. He is not the one. That should
Not
be
the
the
one.
subject.
Not
He
the
is
one.
He is not the one. All the Juans out there who probably heard that a million times too are probably like, okay, bitch, like I fucking okay.
No, or they flip and they be like, I am the one.
You're like, I am the one.
The one and only. Girl, cut me off.
Good thing your name is not Juan.
No.
Because the way that you'll be fucking using that.
I would be having t-shirts already.
Right.
One and only.
One and only.
You know what? I'm gonna name my kid Juan.
You should just to do it. Oh my god.
Branding my unborn child already.
But back to homegirl. I don't want to say I don't think he likes you, but I just don't think that it just doesn't seem like, okay, here's the thing. At least for me, when meeting the parents is a huge deal.
Wait, so back to that. Does it say that it was a mutual, or like she just wanted to introduce him?
She just says, this definitely has made me think about presenting him to my family. So it's like,
so she wanted to push it to the next level.
But the reason why she says that is because they have good sex and he's nice to her, which I don't feel like is a valid reason.
So is every fuckboy.
Literally. And like, this sounds like a digmatized situation just based off of the facts that we know here and our assumptions and maybe biased opinions. But like, there's been so many times where, especially at this age, and I, would have sex with guys and just think like, they're so nice to me. Like, we have good sex and like, they're so nice to me. And they take care of me after sex. Like, they cuddle with me. And they're like, I think he's the Juan.
He was not the Juan.
But he was not the Juan. He is a Juan, but not the Juan for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, girl, I mean.
Well, that's why there's a difference between like sex and intimacy. And if you want intimacy, you gotta be able to clarify that for you and your partner.
Yeah.
Because if he's just fucking you and dipping, you actually have your answer.
Right. Right, for sure.
But it's also hard to be honest with yourself.
Because he's like kind of being honest, right? Like he's confusing her. Because this I found a contradictory part where he said like, we should take a break from it. Let's not do this. But then she also says that like we have great, so he would just fuck. She's like, but he like cuddles me, and it like he takes his time on aftercare, and make sure that she's like.
What does that mean?
Make sure.
Is he like washing your pussy out?
Like sometimes when you like after you have sex, you like, oh, you want water?
Oh,
you want, like. What did you think?
I felt like he was like helping her like flush out or something. Because to me, aftercare, gay sex aftercare means like that's what it means,
right.
And I would never want someone to help me, even my actual partner. Hail to the no.
No, like, that's a very vulnerable moment. I don't think that's ever. No, like aftercare is kind of like you get a water. Like, are you doing okay? You cuddle, like you massage, you like kind of like.
So intimacy.
Try to make intimacy, yeah. So he's showing her intimacy, but then also saying like, I want to take a break from this. So like. He's confusing, and that sucks.
I mean, I will say, fuckboys also know how to do that. Right. Fuckboys know how to perform. But this is also like we only have her POV, and I'm just saying this as like to someone who is 21.
Oh God!
You need to put a Juan counter on the corner.
I know.
I kind of ate it. I kind of ate it.
You literally, the pride that you had in your face.
I was ready to deliver.
You were like, what? Okay, continue.
Yeah. So I'm relating to how I was this person,
right,
in my 20s. It's very easy to just stick to like what you are looking at, but like no, consider like this person just doesn't want the same things that you want.
Yeah.
But you're also giving them what they do want. And that's why it's like, you have to be honest with yourself.
Stand your motherfucking ground. It seems like this person needs to stand their motherfucking ground and see how they feel. But I don't know. We could be wrong.
Yeah.
And shit, this is over a year ago. So he could be the Juan. But.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like also.
But just based off of this, shit, he ain't shit, girl.
Yeah.
And follow up. Let us know if he was the Juan or not.
It does take time.
I'm overdoing it.
I will say it does take time. Like it took me until like after 25 to just start being honest with myself about like, okay, yes, he just wants to fuck, and he just fuck. They're just fuck boys. But
yeah, I mean, the reason it's not that like there's nothing wrong with being young and like naive. It's just that. There isn't as much experience in this, maybe, especially because she said that she's
a relationship
person. So, and as someone who I feel like I relate to her in a lot of ways because I feel like when I was younger, like, I had a 5-year relationship from 15 to 20.
Yeah.
And then, entering my 20s and then started to date, like I was confused, because I didn't understand like the hookup culture. I didn't understand casual sex or friends with benefits. Like I always looked at like these types of activities as something you do with your boyfriend or someone you love, And so maybe that's why she's sort of having that reaction because she only did this with relationships and now she's dating and she don't even, So.
What's crazy to me is though, like to us, 21 is so young. I'd be like, you're still a kid. Yeah. So like, even though you are a relationship girly, you've been having kid kiddie relationships.
Yeah.
Like you're putting in like your school relationships, you know, and like
High
those are just
school.
starters of how to begin interpersonal relationships. Now's the time to how to learn to be independent within your relationship. That's an adult thing.
For sure.
That definitely comes in your 20s. And so you need to start learning how to be in adult relationships.
Right. And think
And
for
that's
yourself.
Different from
and
what you
communicate
know.
for yourself. Yeah.
Which not everybody does. Motherfuckers
True.
be getting married like straight out of high school, you know? So like I said you need earlier, this is if you want. If you want to do this, you have to understand that like relationships as we age are just different. Because
Right.
you're also having to involve your personal growth, your individual development,
Yeah.
and then how to be, at least in my personal values and beliefs, the ideal relationship is an interdependent relationship.
Right.
And a lot of people don't even know like what the fuck that is.
Right. Yeah. I guess I was just saying because it's like I was trying to understand from her viewpoint because yeah, she is young, like
Yeah.
21. We feel like we're so old at that point, but you just got here, girly pop.
You're
like,
older compared to a child.
right? You're
Yeah.
you're just an adult child
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So
Young
you're
adult.
a young adult.
Young adult. Yeah.
You were an adult child.
I was like,
You don't know shit. Okay. Another one. What are we on time? Oh, we're kind of at an hour already.
Oh.
Well,
we double up.
let's see. Because let's see if we have any quick ones. My ex wants me back.
I mean, no, that's great. Let's
Right.
do it. Let's do it.
Right? Because, yeah. I recently found your podcast because it blew up on TikTok, the pull and pray clip. Whoo, girl, this is old. What is this? July 28th.
We are going in the time capsule.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't.
Your inbox is
This
a
is
time
literally-
capsule.
You guys, this is today.
We're reading COVID messages.
Today is July 12th, 2024. And this email that I just pulled up is July 28th, 2022. She probably has a new ex at this
She
point.
might not even listen to podcasts anymore.
She like forgot about me. She don't even. God bless your soul. I'll just read it just because we're here.
Wait, can I read?
Oh,
I was connected. You're
oh,
wired.
yeah.
It's
I,
okay.
don't even-
Never
I have
mind.
an iPad.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know what? Here. Don't say your name.
This is from. No, just kidding. Alrighty. Let's do this little popcorn reading. Subject is my ex wants me back. Don't they all? I recently found your podcast because it blew up on TikTok, pull and pray clip. My ex and I are both the same age. We're both 22.
24.
Right. Oh wait, did you already introduced this? Did you want me to jump in?
Oh, no. Read it. I didn't read it. Yeah.
Anywho,
Sorry.
we were together for 11 months. And at that point, we hadn't been on any dates. What? At that point, we had not been on any dates. All we did was chill at his house or just have sex. Whenever, well, was this during COVID?
Maybe.
Yeah. Whenever I would express to him that we should at least go on dates such as dinners, movies, something, he would shut me down. At the 11th month mark of our relationship, I had notes of the stuff we should or could do for our 1-year anniversary. Steph, tell me how this man ghosted me after I sent him the notes.
That's how it goes to her in this email. Send me new emails.
You know what?
Send me. I will. 'Cause I have no new
Bitch,
ones.
You are not the one.
You are not the one.
You are not the one to be having an inbox because this is...
Send it to me. I have no new ones, so I need new ones. Not like this is your chance. This is your chance. Send them over. Jeez.
Okay. So, damn, double homicide. She got ghosted.
I'm so sorry, girl.
Okay.
Someone else is going through this, so this is for them.
Yeah. So he ghosted her. After the notes, I went to his house after 2 days of not hearing from him, thinking something was wrong. Turns out he just didn't want to see me anymore. I was devastated. I cried for 2 whole weeks, couldn't eat or sleep. Now, 2022.
So bad. It is so bad. I think it's because I lived in Oakland. When I lived in Oakland, it was so hard to like be on top
Connect
of it.
to the internet. No,
like
kidding.
no,
I'm
but
kidding.
like,
I'm kidding.
But it was so hard to be on top of it.
You didn't have enough opportunities to record. I get it.
Yeah. So, girl, I'm so sorry. Continue.
Okay. Now back in 2022, he's calling me nonstop, telling me how much he regrets what he had done and begging me to get back. Oh, and please bear with me. Bear in mind, this guy has a girlfriend. Oh. Well, damn. He brings me to lunch. Oh, so he finally want to go on a date. He brings me to lunch, picks me up from work, gives me... I should probably do it. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a lot of noise.
He brings me lunch, picks me up from work, gives me money, but I just take this shit and leave. I know it's bad, but fuck him. And now he wants to do all the shit I was asking him to do.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
So thank God she didn't need our help. She already knew. She already did the right thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're still with us, but if you are,
I hope so.
You did great. And you dodged a bullet. Maybe he did you a favor by ghosting you, because I've had that many times happen too, and then I realize like what ends up happening to them is something I would not want to be involved with. You know,
for real. This man ain't shit.
Yeah,
he's not the one. That's the name of this episode.
Not the one.
He's not the one. And I mean, I just feel like at this point, she probably got back with him.
You think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's got a whole ass girlfriend.
I hope that that new girlfriend leaves him, because
right.
Clearly he's
like, okay, 2 years later, where do you think they are now?
I don't know anything else. So what I would hope is that she now has a good man.
Yeah, that's what I hope.
And I hope that her ex just stops calling her. I hope she blocked him and that he leaves her alone, and that he did some learning on how to be a better person, so that whoever he does pursue, he's treating her right.
Yeah, I think he did it again to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she moved on. But he has a pattern there.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully he grows from it.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, homegirl, if you're still here, I'll give a hint of who it is. She lives in Toronto. So, homegirl who lives in Toronto, who sent me this 2 years ago, almost on the dot. Let me know. Did you ever get back with him? Is he still in your DM? Are y'all just friends now, maybe? Are you healed from the situation? Do you got someone else? Maybe you're lesbian now. Anything is possible. You know? Okay. Well, that's that, because that's embarrassing. And also, like, have no... Oh, I have this one. What are your thoughts on BDSM? That's not for you. We know what demographic that is. And that's the twins.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want it to end.
How are you? What have you been up to?
Oh, well.
Have you updated your followers? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, do you do personal updates?
I feel like I kind of did with the Jess episode a little bit.
Yeah, because last time we did talk about career, and y'all thought it was boring.
Someone commented on Spotify. You said fake.
Such a bitch.
I know someone commented on Spotify and be like, this was so boring.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, first off, it was virtual.
Well, and you know what's funny, though?
The vibes are hard to,
well, I thought about it, because at first I was like, you're boring, bitch. This is a boring-ass comment to leave. But I was like, what happened in that episode and we talked about personal growth, career growth, if that's boring to you, okay, girl.
For real, it's like what they only want to see you at your
Yeah.
worst. And
Like you
when
only
someone
want to
shits
hear
in you,
about like
or you shit on someone.
yeah, like sorry we're
Growing
professionals,
right,
and killing it in the game,
but they don't want to see you do well.
But I don't need, like I can handle a hater. Like I don't need.
Yeah.
But
I mean, here's the thing: is like people will always they have their own opinions, and an episode could be for one person and not for the other, and that's fine. So,
but keep talking your shit. I like to fight.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment below if you want to fight.
Right.
Tag me.
And comment below if you think you're the Juan.
If your name is Juan,
we'll
give you a shout out. We will give you a shout out.
Comment below. Yes. But also, you guys, send me more emails because I got time. And I got space for...
Wait, have you really not been receiving?
Not really.
Like, when was the last one you got?
It was about the friendship breakups, and it's because I was like seeing a therapist about it.
Oh.
So
I had a friendship breakup. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you did. It did.
Okay.
Which ended up that girl, Dr. Leslie, if you guys listen to the episode, the friendship breakup one, she ended up like going viral for a shopping cart thing.
Oh, I saw people in the comment section, and then you actually were like, and I was like, oh girl, just let them.
Yeah. But because I don't think I really realized what was happening, and when I realized what was happening, I was like, oh,
I mean, it was so trivial.
For those who maybe just a little. So I had an episode, the friendship cleanse or the friend cleanse, featuring Dr. Leslie. I did this episode literally right before she went viral on TikTok, because she was saying I'm not returning my shopping cart, especially if she feels unsafe. She did kind of say it real bitchy, but she had reasons, and it's because she's worked with and I know this because one, she's said on her social media, and also I've had personal conversations with her about this. She's worked with a lot of serial killers and pedophiles and people with obviously criminals. So she, as a mother, was like, I'm not going to leave my kids alone in the car, and I'm not going to buy my
because that was the video. If the video was just I don't want to leave my car, I just leave my carts, and then the video stopped,
right?
Then it would have been okay. But the video was about being safe as a mother, as a woman, and so for y'all to miss that,
crazy,
you're dumb.
Crazy.
Also, why did you find the opportunity to just hate on another woman? It's giving weird.
It's giving.
Y'all are some fucking weirdos.
It was,
but
and
anyway.
I also was I thought it was so stupid that
it
I was
is stupid,
this is such
and you
a
know
joke,
why?
But it turned up so people were I had so much hate, you guys, in my DM saying that she is the scum of the earth, and why my podcast is doing so bad that I have to get the scummiest fucking person on here. People were just threatening me in the comments because I've had her on the show, and I was like, y'all are taking this way too
next time
seriously.
just tag me on the thread.
I know. I was just y'all taking this way too seriously. So,
it was such a. If anything, we could just take it as a social experiment.
For sure.
The haters are just so miserable or bothered that they need to just comment their shit, and I know because I talk my shit online,
right?
And even though it's about deeper shit that is about either social injustices or whatever, if you chose to be angry at this person you don't even fucking know, you're dumb.
It's sick.
But if now specifically talking about the situation, you have no reason to be mad at her because one, there are people getting paid to wrangle the carts. It's not like she's littering them. No, people are making money from people leaving their carts out because it's expected.
Right.
And then on top of that, she had a valid fucking reason, very valid, that majority of people would agree with. The world is a dangerous place for women.
Yeah. And she said, she said that.
And she has data.
She has
literal, fucking data to back up her reason. And she's trying to, I feel like she was just trying to, I didn't watch it, but I feel like she was trying to promote safety.
For sure. And people were just.
And for you to miss that and think that you're just being mad for whatever fucking reason.
Like, why would you have this Karen
it's
shopping
giving
cart lady on your fucking? I was like,
y'all are fucking idiots, but
y'all are stupid as fuck.
yeah.
Sorry, just kidding. I love you guys. The ones who like were really evil and like sending even threatening messages to me. I was like, this is over like returning your
It's
shopping
also
cart.
so
It's
so fucking dumb because like you're commenting, boosting by engaging.
Yeah.
Like,
I had to turn off the comments. Like that's how bad it got.
yeah.
But anyways,
Well,
I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
Wait, when are you coming back? Because you have
I don't know.
unlimited PTO. Bitch.
I do have unlimited PTO now.
Yeah.
So I got paid today for
Yay.
for showing up. I haven't any plans, but you know, tell me when there's another concert.
I know, because you're my concert like person.
Yes.
So we need to like.
Yes.
We should went to the Missy Elliott thing.
Okay.
Well, no, I think
Would
it's
you
already
ever
done.
do-
That just happened tonight
Oh, that's right.
or the other night.
Actually, some of
yesterday.
my friends, not the one I'm staying with, but I have other friends that
Yeah.
went to the Missy
We
concert.
fucked up.
It's all right.
Well, we always like to go to the smaller kind of like
Homegrown artists.
homegirl
Yes.
artist, you know.
Yes.
So maybe we'll do a twee.
Ooh, tweet. Or, you know, I mean, she's not homegrown anymore because she deserves it, but we need to see Vicky.
Victoria Monet. Yeah, well, I bought you tickets.
I am. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Because I was supposed to
Thank
go, but then
you.
I decided to move last minute. And I
Yes,
was like,
yes,
wait, I
yes.
have Victoria Monet tickets. And
Yeah, I went with my best friend. It was the fucking best, of course, because
Yeah,
she's
glad you
everything.
enjoyed
But
yourself.
like, let's watch it together. Let's watch her together.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Putting it out there because I am also open for Victoria Monet. She is another one.
She's
who
also
could fuck the
daddy,
shit out of
too.
me. Yeah, and her, just gorgeous family.
sorry. Plug yourself. Why did I moan like that? That was very sexual.
Because we brought up Victoria Monet.
You know, she
has that
like,
effect.
I would
She,
do it.
oh my
I'd
god,
smash.
10 million times. Yeah,
10
because she also knows how to fuck. She's a top. She's a top.
She's a top for sure.
She's a top.
Have you seen that video with her and
Tiana.
in the club?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Like, why did I? Why did I?
What?
Like, it was hot to me.
I was like, damn.
Tiana Taylor is also
Tiana
a top. So,
But the way that she was topping her, like, I mean, they weren't fucking,
No.
but they were fucking.
they were air fucking so hard. They were air pounding.
Like, I want to.
Can we play the clip? Go to Twitter, look up Victoria Monet and Tiana Taylor. You're welcome.
And in the club, and like Victoria
Yeah.
Monet was just.
You might need to flick the bean to that. It's so good. It's so good.
It is.
Anyway,
Yeah, fuck
we be
yourself.
hot for these
I
artists.
know.
We be so hot. I love it though. I love it though.
I know we love it. Just a little fan.
Would you ever do like what do they call it? Like a location piece?
Oh, I would love to. I would
Like
just need
follow us to go see Victoria Monet.
what?
Like if we were like bringing along people, I guess it'd be like a vlog situation.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
we talk about this?
I remember I tried to do a vlog at Kaylani's, but I got so high on shrooms.
We
So it just never
did.
happened.
We
I really
did.
tried. I think I had like a couple footages, and I was just like,
it was clips of us like giggling.
So I was supposed to vlog because I told myself that I would vlog myself on shrooms, and I forgot. But we're here high. Here's HK. We're high, and here's the vlog. Goodbye. Maybe I'll vlog later. Maybe I'll make a little edit later. I don't know. What if I let's do that? So bad.
Which
It was so much fun, but
we
it
had a
was-
great time.
But once I was on shrooms, I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's why I need to like hire someone to vlog for me and take just
yeah.
record me.
Let's just hire. We'll have Nathan follow us.
Yeah, or Brian or somebody. Someone will do it. Because I just be forgetting.
Yeah.
Anyways. Plug
Oh
it.
yeah. Hey, it's your girl Keekz, Kiko Chu on Instagram. And that's it. Shout out to my idol,
Bretman
the
Rock.
ultimate Baklabati, Bretman.
Hugh Hefner would be so pissed to see that.
And you know, great.
Which is right.
Great.
Because fuck him.
Fuck him. I love it.
But yeah, if he was alive, he would.
Well, and Brett talks about that too. After, like he said,
Yeah.
that, like, there were like homophobic heteros who like brains exploded because.
Oh, for sure. But I'm so glad he did it.
Because he's the first openly gay male to be on the fucking cover
the fucking cover.
Period.
Like,
and he is hot.
He's so fine.
So sexy.
Like, I'm even attracted to him.
Yeah.
Especially when he like
man,
taps into his masculinity.
Oh my god, him and his new man is gorgeous. Like they be having the hottest sex. I know for sure. His name's Justice. Look him up. I'll send you the link.
You know everything.
I know everything. I was telling. Okay, I'll just say it again. I'm putting it out there. I want to work with Bretman Rock. I told you earlier before the episode that as I'm advancing in my career, figuring out my pathways, what I want to do, I would love to work with Bretman Rock. I know he has a great manager already, but I can also supplement and just be a brand manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, let me just pitch it. I would get him onto like the next like Fenty show. Or that's what I would want for him.
Right.
I know he's like a sacred brand ambassador now, but like he started his own podcast. But like, yes, he has a podcast. Like, let's get you back on TV.
Right.
Because like he did the reality thing, but like we could do like a variety show. Like he's such a personality. He fascinates me. I think the way that you are fascinated with like Kardashians.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated.
No, like not on the real. Yeah. Ugh. We don't say that loud.
We cut that.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone is fine.
You were fascinated with the.
I am fascinated. Yeah.
With the Glendalians.
Yeah, the Glendalian, the Kardashians. I'm fascinated with like. The
you can look at
media,
their business path.
Yeah, the business path and the media aspect of it. It's just so fascinating.
And so to me, to see how like he's always stood in his truth and never even because of that then gain the skills to have a brand, to be a personality. Right. And if people look and they'll be like, oh, you're just online. Like, yes. And look at the amazing things he did just by being a personality online.
Literally. And he's like, he's not like he doesn't have any scandals. I'm sure maybe one day.
No,
but
he's
like,
so smart.
He just stays out of the drama.
And a quality person.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, follow me.
Yeah.
Stefanie Maegan. Or BrokenTherapy.com. And I'm also going to manifest having Bretman Rock on this show.
Let's collab.
Yeah. Or just even have him on the show. Like, why? I never even tried reaching out, but like, shit. I could.
Yeah. There's more opportunity now. I mean, he's got his pod too. So
that's what I'm saying.
He should bring us on.
I know.
Because we're Pinay's that don't deny it.
Exactly. And the world needs to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you guys.
Well,
bye.
Bye. Salamat.
Salamat po. Broke girl therapy.